My coin didn't make it in.
Try again.
Wish the second. I think my wish is never gonna come true. Stumpy and me are gonna go for a drink now. Let's go.
Gingerbread capital of Poland. This video is brought to you by the Department of Promotion and Tourism of Torun.
We would like to thank them very much for giving us the opportunity to show you this beautiful part of the world.
Absolutely. Enjoy the video, guys.
Day number 2 here in Torun. We just checked out of our first hotel and we're going to the next hotel that we have been lucky enough to get invited to. But if you're ever wondering how we're actually traveling, I can show you Luke right now.
Yeah, guys, this is it. We have like 2 big 85-liter regatta backpacks and then 1 small backpack that we just basically hang on the front of ourselves. And this is just how we do it, guys. Our entire life right here is in these 4 bags that we're carrying around. So every time we check out of a hotel, it's like, oh, we're homeless. But it only lasts for a few hours until we're in the next destination.
Exactly. After leaving Ireland nearly 1.5 years ago, this is literally everything that we own. We don't have anything else pretty much. I think we have some documents in our parents' houses, but that's it. My backpack is like 18 kg, I believe, and Luke's is like 15 or 16 kg usually, depending on the day and how much shopping we did in some places. But yeah, we're gonna walk to the next hotel now, and then in a few we're going to be checking out the rest of Torun.
Alright guys, so we are all checked in now to the Copernicus Hotel Torun. Let's go and check out this room and see what it's actually all about. Let's go.
Magical card.
Wow. How beautiful is this? Oh, I think we have a balcony. Yes, we do. Oh my god, how cool is that? This is
Have
gonna
a look at the view.
Perfect. Did the TV just turn on
The
itself?
TV just turned on automatically.
Alright.
Wow, look at this view over the Vistula River.
Oh my god. It's
Oh
absolutely
my
beautiful.
god.
Doesn't get much better than this.
The shape of this hotel is very interesting because you have all of the balconies kind of all around, so that everybody has a nice view on the Vistula River.
Ah, it's beautiful. Wow. This is very unexpected and totally breathtaking. Wow. Very, very grateful to be here. I cannot wait to explore more of this. Let's give you guys a quick little room tour just while we're here. Come inside.
Cool.
So you have like a beautiful double bed. I'm not sure if that's a king or a queen bed, but looks amazing.
Large enough.
Large enough, put it that way. This room is absolutely massive. There's plenty of space. And then we have what seems to be like a little bit of a kit here for keeping yourself clean.
The water doesn't go everywhere. This is leveled in a way that the water actually nicely flows.
You have a drain, so don't worry about it. There's me. What's up, guys? This place is very beautiful, and there is a swimming pool, a spa, there's a restaurant, breakfast as well. So we have so many different things to show you, and we cannot wait to bring you along, because this is a totally new experience for me and Naomi. As Naomi was saying, 1.5 years now of full-time travel, literally living out of our backpacks. So this is definitely a special experience for us.
For sure.
So we are just making our way to the Titanic Castle ruins here in Torun, and along the way we stumbled across the Dragon of Torun. Now this was apparently a 2-meter long dragon that was spotted by 2 men in 1746, and apparently it could fly and swim, and eventually it made its way towards the castle ruins area in Torun. And we saw some people dropping coins down below into a stream that is under the dragon.
That's what we're gonna do.
So we're gonna make a quick wish.
Here's your coin, mister.
Thank you, sir. Or madam.
Thank you, sir.
And here we go.
My coin didn't make it in. My wish is not gonna come true.
Try again.
Wish the second. I think my wish is never gonna come true.
Try it again. Oh my god.
Should I play it safe and just start from here?
Naomi is never going to make it in the NBA. Let's just be very clear. She's not a basketball player.
No, the coin hit the metal fence down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Made it.
Now guys, please keep in mind, if this is the first video that you're watching of us in Torun, there is a part 1 or a day 1 video that we will have posted just the day before that this one comes out. So if you haven't seen part 1 already, we highly suggest you to go and check out part 1, day 1 first before you come and watch this one.
One of the first stops on our list for today is the Titanic Castle, where we already are right now, as you can see here in the back. This was one of the very first castles of the Titanic Order here, and I believe it was built in the 13th century, and it took a crazy 100 years to finish the building of this castle. As you can see now, there's not that much left of the castle itself, and that is because, you know, usually you always think, it was World War II or something like that, or the Swedish occupation, but in this case it was a rebellion of the people of the town of Torun in 1454, and after that there was nearly nothing left. You can still see walls and general structures. A few structures were rebuilt here and there as well, but generally there is not that much left. But you can really still imagine how beautiful it must have been, especially because it was built directly on the Vistula River here in the back, and it's just absolutely stunning. The view from this castle here must have been truly amazing.
Now, something that very much categorizes Torun itself, or the UNESCO medieval town of Torun in general, is its history. There is just so much history in this place. Obviously, it's a medieval UNESCO World Heritage Site, but for that same sentence that I just said there is also the rebuttal of there is such a youthful creativeness about this place as well. There's so many stunning cafes, restaurants, different eateries, and loads of different businesses that are popping up and starting up in and around Torun, and this gives it a mixture of very, very detailed, beautiful, stunning history with castles and castle ruins such as this, also blended in with that youthful creativeness. And they also have the amazing Copernicus University as well, and that man Copernicus himself is sort of the emblem person for this incredible place, and that is actually somewhere that we definitely will be going and checking out, his Copernicus University. And there's also the House of Copernicus as well. Now let's go and check out the rest of these amazing castle ruins.
And so the cookie crumbles. we have found this wooden object here that looks exactly like Luke's gingerbread that he created yesterday in the gingerbread workshop. So what comes around goes around. Amazing, guys. This is actually, I made this, and Naomi made a love heart-shaped gingerbread in part 1 of this video. So if you have watched it, you will remember. So this is really cool. It's kind of like we're matching clues. We're playing a giant game of Cluedo in Torun. Stumpy and me are gonna go for a drink now. Let's go. Now, actually, something that I was just talking about, the mixture of the old and the new here in Torun, you can actually see that very clearly if you are in the castle ruins, the Titanic Castle ruins. Right now where we're standing, we seem to be out here in this open like courtyard area, and we can very clearly look onto a pretty newly renovated red brick building that looks down onto the castle ruins, and it shows you that exact contrast that I'm talking about. See if you can see it just over here in the distance.
this beautiful red brick building looking down onto these destroyed castle ruins. Naomi thinks there's an echo coming out of this, what looks like a well over here.
Echo! Oh. Investigation mode activated. We just found a very dark looking staircase, but the door is open. So as always, if a door is open, we are going to go. And are you supposed to go down here? I think so. Come on, Luke. You scared?
I'm scared. This looks really cool. Let's go and explore. This is what our channel is all about.
Exactly. Let's go and explore. It's spooky.
It's very spooky.
Let's get out the other camera as well, so that you guys can actually see something. Look, would you like to film on another camera? Alright.
It's totally silent down here and very cold.
Yeah, it's very, very, oh my god. There's like several different type of spooky things, like other skeletons and heads hanging from the ceiling there. So I believe they made it look like this on purpose, so that you can kind of see where people would have been tortured, probably. Yay, European history, I'd say. But at least it's very cold in here. Outside it's like 30, it is 31 degrees, but it genuinely feels like 40 something. So definitely it's nice and cool down here. And yeah, it's very, very quiet. So it's actually a little bit weird to
spooky.
Speak loudly.
It's a little bit more well lit in here, but wow, it's spooky. It's really spooky. It's so cool though. At least they have like lights in this place. The other place we were just in was just pitch black.
But I kind of want to walk back to the last room.
Yeah.
Where the spooky artifacts were stored.
Add it to your list, guys, if you're coming to Torun, to the Titanic Castle ruins.
There's a lot more.
Very cool. This place seems to be pretty expansive underground. Hello, good sir. You'll be jousting with this fella.
Ah, there's a little replica of what the castle would have looked like.
Wow.
Oh, that's so nice.
How cool is this? Before,
oh my God.
Before the castle was demolished, no?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a horseshoe. It's a horseshoe shape. Difficult word. Horseshoe shape.
Horseshoe shape.
A lot of shoes.
That's very epic.
I have a chair, I have a chair. King of the castle.
That dungeon area was something else. So much cooler down there than it is out here. And I mean temperature wise. Up here is just as cool as everything else that's down there, but down there it is nice and shady away from this crazy beautiful weather that we have today. It is around 31 to 33 Celsius today, so it's a warm one. That's why I'm wearing my hat, making sure not to burn my head because it's untied. But definitely check this place out, guys, if you get the chance. There's a little bit more to check out. There's a few staircases and stuff, so we're gonna go and wander around these staircases. Let's go. Okay guys, so we had a little bit of a wander around upstairs, and there's basically a very cool hallway that leads you to somewhat of a tower room lookout place. We're gonna continue wandering around. We have a couple of different places in Torun on our list that we definitely have to tick off today, so we shall move on to our next destination. Let's go. Dziękuję. Okay guys, so we got recommended this amazing ice cream place that's supposedly very popular here in Torun. An actual local, that's one of our friends on Instagram, recommended this ice cream place to us. It's called ENQUIRIES. And I went with the Snickers.
I went with 1 scoop of Kinder Bueno. It looks like 3 scoops and...
it's an absolute mountain.
It's huge.
And
It's
we
already
are going
dripping.
to be so incredibly full after this. The ice cream is dripping and running down the ice cream cone already, so let's dive right into this.
My god, that is hands down one of the best ice creams I think that I've ever had. I went with Kinder Bueno and Luke just finished 2 scoops of Snickers. Both of us tried both, and I believe we agree that the Snickers one might have been a little bit better, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I am so full. I think I need to go and take a nap.
Yeah, but both of those ice creams were really good, so thanks so much for the recommendation. It's so hot today.
I am dripping wet. We found this really cool cooling station just here in the main Rheineck. And yeah, I decided to stand a little bit too long in there and I'm literally soaked. But I feel like a new person and I'm ready to continue exploring the city. I was coming towards the end of my energy because it's such a hot day. It is really hot and heavy out here right now. But that cooling station just woke me back up. It's like I had a cup of coffee or something. So we continued our little walk around Torun, and then basically the sky decided to open up on us and started raining. A little bit of a thunderstorm or a summer storm happened. So what we did, we ran back to our hotel. We had to quickly change our clothes as well. But now we have museum weather, as I like to call it. So we're gonna go and check out a few of these amazing museums that the medieval town of Torun has to offer. Starting off with Copernicus. Welcome to Nicholas Copernicus, his own house, and it has been transformed into a museum, and we are here to explore and check this place out.
The first room already makes me stand here with an open mouth like this. It's so beautiful.
Wow, how epic is this? So we're currently in one of the first exhibition rooms, and it is sort of showing and depicting many different philosophers, mathematicians and scientists who have all accomplished great findings throughout history, and it is incredibly interesting just to read and run through all of this history here in Copernicus's house.
One of the things that I can immediately say about this museum, which makes it a great museum, is that it's interactive. So you can actually walk around and tap a lot of the screens and interact with it and kind of read through it on your own pace, which I love so much about museums. Now, in one part of the exhibition, you can learn absolutely everything about our own solar system. You're just sitting in one of these kind of egg type of chairs, and you can navigate yourself through the solar system, and everywhere where you are interested you can basically stop and a narrator will tell you everything there is to know about those groups of planets, for example, or about the moon, about the earth, what it's made out of, and so on. But I think it's super great because again it's interactive, and it kind of feels like you're driving a little car or little spaceship through the solar system.
There is a permanent lithosphere, a plastic asthenosphere, a constant mesosphere, the mantle, a liquid outer core.
Check this out, just over here you have an amazing bust of Nicholas Copernicus. Looks absolutely amazing. It's sculpted very beautifully as well. He has a serious head of hair. I'm pretty jealous.
I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that I love the most when museums are built into the birthplaces of these very important people is that you can actually see the house. So appreciate the house and kind of see in which structure it was built, which way the rooms are kind of put into the house, because especially like in these older houses you can see that the room structure is very different to what you would maybe put into a house nowadays, and I really think it's interesting. I think back then I would have probably get lost inside of the house.
You know, people say that travel is the best education that you can get, and this is exactly why that is. It's a combination of the people you meet while you're on the road traveling and different experiences that you have, such as museums like this one in the medieval town of Torun. So what was your impressions of House of Nicholas Copernicus Museum?
The museum itself is super insightful, and you get loads and loads of information about the solar system, about different philosophers, mathematicians. But my personal highlight, as always, is the architecture of the house itself. I'm more of a visual person in that way, I believe. I just like seeing what the houses and the structures were like so many hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, for me, the education surrounding Copernicus himself, that was big for me, because you don't really learn much about people like this in school, especially where I'm from in Ireland. We do learn about things such as astronomy and science, etc., but it's very rare that you dive in deep into very specific characters that played such big roles in these topics.
I think it's the same pretty much in in the German school system. You kind of know and learn that he existed, and that his idea is that the solar system is the way it is, with the Earth and everything evolving the sun. But you don't really learn much more than that, I believe.
Yeah. But this was a fantastic experience. It was very reasonably priced as well. What was the ticket? 21 zloty per person?
Yeah, 42 zloty for 2 people, so 21 per person.
There you go. Nice, cheap way to learn a little bit about Torun and a great man that came from this medieval town. Now, we're going to go and check out the Far East Museum, which is supposedly a very, very highly rated museum all about the Far East.
Now, in the Far East Museum, as the name already says, you can find loads and loads of Asian artifacts, such as India, Japan, China, and so on. And you can find loads of little statues, figurines, things that are made out of jade, Persian swords, and all things like that. It's super, super interesting, and it's put into this amazing setting here with this beautiful house.
Check this out. We have some really, really cool swords and weapons that would have been probably used back in the ages of the samurai. I can only imagine how sharp these weapons in particular are. The samurai didn't mess around, and they were some of the most fiercest and deadliest warriors throughout all of history, and you can see that here in the craftsmanship in these knives and weapons. Just walking through this museum, and I stumbled across these amazing looking windows, and I had a look down, and there's this really, really stunning looking Japanese style garden. I think they even have a bonsai tree out there. Check this out. How cool is this? Wow.
Check this out. We made it down to the garden that Luke was previously talking about. Up there, actually. And down here you have this very, very cute Japanese looking pavilion. You have some trees that kind of look Asian, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but this garden here really feels like it's giving you peace, and it kind of has that Zen energy to it.
That museum was absolutely amazing. But if you are wondering just what Torun, the medieval UNESCO World Heritage Site, looks like on a Tuesday afternoon here in Poland, this is it. Check it out. This restaurant here is actually supposed to be really, really good. And we had a coffee in here just before we started filming today, actually. Some really, really good, strong coffee. And some electrical outlets so we could charge our cameras too. But you don't need me or Naomi to tell you that this is an absolutely beautiful place. You can really see why Torun is the gingerbread capital of Poland, just like the title, or the world probably. There is just an unbelievable amount of gingerbread stores everywhere. Literally every street in the medieval town you are able to buy yourself some gingerbread.
And that's exactly what we are going to do for the travels that is coming soon. We're gonna buy some more gingerbread and then do our own degustation of gingerbread, I believe.
We're just gonna go into hibernation with a bunch of gingerbread basically here in Poland. How cool is this? They have little gingerbread as a gift for you in the hotel as well. This is amazing. You gonna give it a try?
Of course. Little heart shaped, exactly like the gingerbread that I made in the factory.
Looks super fresh. Oh, it has like a
yeah.
glazing.
It has like a jam filling as well.
Oh.
And generally everything in Torun is pretty much gingerbread themed.
I can't wait to try this one now.
Now, as you can tell, there's loads and loads and oh my god, loads of things to do in Torun. We already filmed 2 entire videos. There are, I believe, 2 more videos coming after this one about Torun and about our adventures here. But there's, as I said, loads of things more to do. I never thought that we could make so many videos about one place and actually fill them up with valuable information and things that are fun to do. I've never seen a city like this.
And we've actually missed out on a lot of different things. We are only here in Torun for a total of 4 nights.
But this is it for today, you guys. We are the 2 Mad Explorers. My name is Naomi.
My name is Luke. We said that backwards.
We said that backwards.
We are the 2 Mad Explorers.
And
we'll
this
see
is
you.
your reminder to keep exploring.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.